What's the cause? What's the cause of this? I mean, when I lay down our healthcare numbers and our healthcare system, and I mean, what's going on? The problem is it's completely lifestyle driven. Our health is completely lifestyle driven, and if we make the wrong choices, we're going to get what everybody else is getting. Medicine treats the effect rather than dealing with the real cause. Can you agree with that? Mm-hmm. It's not that they don't mean well, the MDs, I mean, our healthcare system. They're amazing people, they're fantastic, they care, they do everything else they're trying to do the right thing that they know how to do. And I'm so thankful and glad that they're around, especially for traumas, right? If somebody gets in an accident, blows their spleen into 100 pieces, that's who I want to go to. There's right here in the United States. But that's crisis care. When it comes to health care, they're not very good. Medicine is like the firefighter going to the house that's on fire. The house is on fire. The firefighter's main objective is to put the fire out. So he goes to the house and he brings his axe and his chainsaw and his hose, and he buzzes and he chops and he hoses and he sprays the fire out. His objective has been met, correct? The fire went out. But what do we have tomorrow? A burned up, crispy, smoke damaged house, correct? Medicine's trying to put the fire out. It's masking the symptom. The fire goes out, but is it truly fixing the cause of the problem? It's getting to be an old paradigm and it doesn't work. Allopathic thinking. The body is a mechanism. The body works in several parts. You go from this specialist to this specialist to this specialist to this specialist. They're breaking the body apart. Is our body a bunch of parts? No. Or does it work as a whole?
What's as a whole?
They believe the body's not intelligent. That you get sick. That you've got this. So then it's easy to not be responsible and blame your health on bad luck. It just happened. It's in my family. Does success leave clues? If I wanted to be the best swimmer in the world, who would I study and model? Michael Phelps? Would that be a good place to start if I wanted to be the best? Success leaves clues. Does failure leave clues? If you keep on doing the same thing that everybody else is doing, don't you expect to get the same results that everybody else is getting? The body does not heal with intervention, without pills, potions, or lotions. Do you think that your body has a healing potential? Mm-hmm. Do you have to do some things to help your body with that healing potential, though? Are those things one in every 50% of the people taking medications? Is that the thing that you need to help your body get healthy? Adolf Hitler quote, "Make the lie big, make it simple, keep saying it, and eventually they will believe it." Medicine and the way that it evolves and the studies that are done and the research that's done and the research that's put out that this or that or whatever can happen, you can make research say whatever you want it to say. It just depends on what you want it to say. What if we had a strategy? What if, who likes chocolate? Thank you for being honest. What if I told you that I visited the chef that was voted and had the best, that could make the best chocolate cake? Voted the best chocolate cake in the world. Could you make that cake? Mm-hmm. What would you need from him, from the chef? What would you need? The recipe. What's the recipe going to tell you?
Tell us how to make it.
Ingredients, stuff like that, right? What else is it going to tell you? How much to put in there, maybe? If you put in a dozen eggs and it only called for one egg, would that screw up the best chocolate cake in the world?
Yeah.
So you got to know what to use, right? It's probably an order that you put the stuff in. You know, maybe you put the egg in before the flour. I don't know. I don't know how to make the best cake in the world. But then what do you got to do? You can't just have all that stuff and mix it up in a bowl and it makes the chocolate cake. Probably got to put it in the oven, right? You actually have to make the cake. You have to make the work happen to make the cake. So I can give you guys all kinds of information, on how to have amazing health. But if you just write down the ingredients, the amounts, the quantities, and the order to put it in, but you don't put it to work, don't expect to have amazing health. Where does energy come from? You got guesses?
Food.
Food. I hear that a lot. Where else? Where else does energy come from?
Sex.
Oh, I'm sorry?
Sex.
Right on. That's what I thought you said.
Is that wrong?
Food and sex, okay? Where else does energy come from?
Exercise.
Exercise. I hear that a lot too. Energy comes from your cells. The quality of your life is equal to the quality of the life of your cells. Yes, food and exercise and sex is important. But when you break it down to the basics, your energy comes from your cells. How many cells in the human body?
A lot.
A lot. Remember that trillion number? We were talking about the trillion? 10 to the 14th power. That's 100 trillion cells. Wow, that's amazing. Coordinated and regulated by your brain. Everything, right? Every action within your body is coordinated by your brain. 100 trillion cells. It just amazes me. Energy is not only the basis of existence, it's the fuel that makes everything in life real and possible. Agreed? Okay? Oops, no, wrong. Hold on. Sorry. How'd that do that? So if cells is where our energy comes from, what do cells need to survive and thrive? Guesses?
Water.
Oxygen and water, very good. Let's go oxygen first. Oxygen, in turn, drives the metabolic processes in the body, such as assimilation, which is absorption of food, or converting it, elimination of waste, respiration, circulation, and digestion. One of the ways that we can get oxygen in our body is through breathing. Take a breath. Here's the problem. Most of us breathe all day long with our scalenes, which are the muscles in the front of our neck. And we breathe real shallow. Is that a breath?
No, that's not a food.
Here's our lungs. Any guesses what those little dots would be in the lungs that I'm representing in my little drawing? The sacs in the lungs. Do you know what those are called? Alveoli. Very good. Where are they more concentrated? The top of the lung or the bottom of the lung? Bottom of the lung. When you breathe through your scalenes and you sit at your desk and you breathe real shallow, what part of your lungs are you using to breathe?
Top.
Top of your lungs. Are you taking full capacity of your lungs to get oxygen to your body?